Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to continue on with this fin, or this setup, this page setup. So we're going to be doing the back side. So we did this in the last video, and this page is going to attach to this side of the fin. But we're going to be doing the back side of this today in this video. So I've got everything prepped already, and this is the Basically Amazing printable templates that are available in my Etsy shop. All of that is linked down below. I do have one quick update for you guys. I gotta find it really fast. On this page here, where I told you the glue dots, the foiled glue dots that we did here were sticking together because they were touching each other. Well, I tried so many different things to get them to not stick. And I tried so many different things that now they're not foily anymore. So, I wanted to let you guys know that the only thing that did work eventually, where they wouldn't stick together, would be cornstarch. I used cornstarch with my clay molds and stuff, and I was making some clay bits. Excuse me, I was like, sorry, I got choked up there. I was making some molds last night, and for prepping for future, because they have to dry a little bit, so prepping for future videos, and I got the cornstarch out to put in the molds, and I thought, oh, I'll try that, because, you know, a lot of my subscribers have been saying, you know, try that, you know, use that on the glue dots, it should work. Well, it did, but by the time I got to that point, the foiling is all gone. So, but I did want you to know that the cornstarch worked. And what took the foiling away, believe it or not, I tried Distress Glaze. I tried the to put it on there just to see if it would, because this is a good sealer for like watercolor and things like that. I tried that, and it's gone. The most of the foiling is gone off of those two bits. So the next time I do something like this, I will just use cornstarch and be done with it. So, but anyways, so I just wanted to update you guys on that. Look at, isn't this cute? Look at this little paper clip. Look at that. It's from the mold that goes with this collection. It's this little butterfly. I made this cute little paper. So this is just that paper clay, right? And then I did seal it. I left it just the original color, and I did seal it with some matte medium. But I was playing around with this idea of using this as like a paper clip. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay. So I've already got everything prepped. Whoops. I've already got everything prepped, so I'm going to move the album out of the way. This is the biggest album. This is the A-size album. There's a playlist for that. I'll link it up here and down below. It goes through, starts at the beginning, goes step by step through the process that we've done so far. So you can check that out. But okay, so in the set of templates, oh, and again, I will be putting as best I can. So once again, I will be putting the pages down, listing them down below of what we're using in this album. Just the main base pages though, not the mats for them. And I've already prepped everything. Oh, we're still on the covers here. So, one of the first things you are going to need is page 8B, and I printed this one onto white cardstock. This is the Lightwood background design, and it's plain on one side and it has the Lightwood on the other, and I inked it up on both sides and put tape on the plain side. And then here is my leftover bit from that. So I cut 3 tabs off and just left one long one. Sorry if I sound weird today. I have a really bad headache and I am trying to push through, so I may sound a little less enthusiastic. But I'm excited about this page setup. It's going to be really pretty when I get finished with it. So, anyways. So you'll need one of page 8B in the Lightwood. If you don't have the Lightwood and you just have the small stripes or whatever background you happen to have, use that. But yeah, just use what you have. You don't have to have the Lightwood if you got the small stripes, or whatever background design that you have, you can use that instead. So we need one of those, and then the other two things we need are leftovers from other pages. So one of those leftovers is page 10D. We used the bigger part in an earlier video, and then this was the smaller part that was right here. And this one has the light wood printed on it. So we're going to be using this piece, and I've already prepped it, and I chomped the corners with the angle chomper, and I inked it on both sides and taped it on the plain side. I have myself some notes. I need to put magnets and stuff on things, so I'm trying to prepare myself so I don't forget. And then the last one is page 13AC. We have a couple of these leftover bits. There's the part that I cut off here. But we are going to be using these, and this is how I cut them down. They're plain, and I angled the corners of the two. I angled the two top corners. One's gonna flip up, one's gonna flip down. And sorry about my little post-it note there. So we're gonna be using these two, and then I'm gonna put the scraps in my crafty companion for future use. So those are the only 3 pages we're gonna need at the moment. So this is the last page we did, and this is the back side of that page. So this is pretty simple. This page here is going to get stuck down. This is the tab that's going to go on the spine. So this one here is going to get stuck down to right next to that score mark there. On this page, on the main base page. So I'm going to take the tape off, the tape backing, sorry. I ran out of tape. I had to get a new roll right there. Alright, and I'm going to use a little bit of glue stick. And I'm going to put this down. Like that. And then this piece here, again with the light wood side down, we're going to attach it to the edge on this side. Okay, so let's take the backing off. I just love this page style because it allows you to add as many photos as you want, as many photo mats as you want, because they're going to be loose. You can put some on the page, then you're going to have some, you know, some areas where you can have just loose photo mats. It's just, you can put as many of those as you want, and I love that. Alright, so let's burnish these down really fast. And I'll come back with my ink and just get those corners. And then we're going to put these, what do I have here? Ah, I see. Okay, so I've got myself some notes here, and because I'm going to be using the hoe reinforcement, I had wrote myself a note here thinking I was going to mat these before I stuck them down, but I think I'll be fine. But I am going to leave this note here because I need to remind myself to scoot some magnets around, because I've already planned this out, and but I changed a few things from my original plan, so I have to change where my magnets go, if that makes sense. Oh, before I do that, I almost made a boo-boo. Alright, I'm going to mark the middle. And I'm going to put them down. One at the top, and one at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to burnish these down. So what we're going to have here is this is going to close. So it's going to be like a little envelope looking page setup. And then when we open it up, these two are going to be magnetized down, but there's going to be loose things here. And I haven't decided what I'm going to put. Oh, yes, I have. I've decided. I've actually decided all of it. Matter of fact, I forgot I did that. I'm super excited about this page. But we do need to add some magnets. And what I'm going to start with, I think, I'm going to lay this flat. See, I'm trying to keep myself straight here. I'm going to lay this flat, and I'm going to mark a line along this edge here so I know not to go to stay in here, because I'm going to put my magnets here. And they're not going to interfere with these magnets, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm just going to mark a good place to put the magnets. Okay. Get the magnet tray out. I have down below, I have lots of resources for magnets if you want to check that out. Oops. Let me make sure these are not. There we go. I don't think there's anything. Right, okay. So I'm going to put one here. And one there. And then I'm going to use magnet savers on this side, not this side obviously, but this side of the flap. So I'm going to probably use these smaller ones and these really flat smaller ones. Just like that. Matter of fact, I could probably just use some tape and tape those down. Okay, so we've got those two. Boop. And then there's going to be magnets here and then magnet savers. But I feel like there's another magnet somewhere and I can't think of why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm going to have a magnet saver here, I think. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but I've marked here a magnet and I've scooted it over this way because there are going to be some magnet savers over here, and it kind of helps keep everything like closed down. But I'm going to be putting something here to cover that. It's going to be like a little side pocket to cover those magnets, so I had to make sure that it would reach. Does that make sense? It'll make sense in a minute. So I'm just going to put some magnets on these little spots that I have marked here. And I'm just using my tape runner. So you can see them a little bit better now, exactly where they're at. So they're over there to the left towards the smaller flap. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put magnet savers on here. And I'm going to, I don't think that this tape, I don't think it'll, oops. I'm not sure if it'll hold good enough in order for it to be released there. Yeah, it did. Perfect. Okay. Right, and then I'm going to put another magnet saver on this side, except it's going to be attached to this page. And it's just as simple as this. And I hope that I did it right. I really do. Whoops. That one's not letting go of the, I must not have put enough tape. It's not letting go with the magnet like this one did. Come on. Now for these two, since there's going to be a pocket here and it's going to be sliding, matter of fact, I could have put it, actually, let's not tape it down any more than we already have, because we might be able to lift it up and put it underneath the fussy cut piece that I have ready for this. Okay, I actually think I'm going to start on the inside here. I was going to start on the outside, but I want to make sure I don't forget to put these underneath the fussy cut part, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Let me grab everything that I need. Got it all ready. Got it all ready for you. Okay. So, here's kind of what I have come up with. So this piece here was on top of this sheet. So there's the back side of this. So this was on top of here, and I actually meant to do it differently, but this is how I ended up accidentally doing it. So, but that's okay. I'm making adjustments. So I just literally fussy cut around this top part. What I meant to do was fussy cut around the bottom part, but hey, you know, it happens. So what I took was the mat height. And that's what I cut this piece down to the mat height of any of the pages, really. So that's what I cut off from there. So this piece, I ended up cutting about, let's see, if you go from the tip of this piece here, it ended up being like 4 inches. So I left quite a bit on here because I wanted to have a pocket right here, like that, to kind of do a little tuck, okay? So I'm gonna set this aside. Oh, by the way, Pretty Mosaic by Prima is the paper collection. My headache has really got me off a little bit today. So I was wanting to put that there. And so let's try to, let's see if we, let's see. Alright, let's try this a different way. We're going to take these off of here just really quick. What I want to do, I think, is, let go. I want to add some stronger tape to it. And then, so if I put it on there like this, because it should be right where it's supposed to be because of the sticky. Yes. Okay. And then I put this pocket on. If I remove the tape backing from there, it should stick to it. And then I can rub the other tape off. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use art glitter glue. What's that say? So yeah, see, I didn't even read magnet savers on this piece. So I knew this is our glitter glue. And you guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts on this because mine is running. Is anybody else's running? I have to shake mine up. I don't know, it's weird. Or maybe it's supposed to be this way and the other ones that I had were just thick. So I'm just gonna go all the way around the edges here. Oh, I almost forgot. Take the backing off of the tape because I want it to attach to this piece. And then I'm going to act like I'm matting this piece, kind of 1/16 of an inch, or I'm sorry, 1/8 of an inch away from each edge, like that. And the reason I use liquid glue, whoops, is because when you put inserts in there, you don't want them to get like stuck like on dry glue, like tape and stuff like that, because it can happen, it can get stuck. Okay. Oh, that glue stick. I gotta find you a new home because you don't like it there. Alright, let me see if I can burnish those into place. Alright, I'm gonna have to let that glue dry before I try to reach in there and change things. Okay, so there was there's the pieces, the leftover pieces from me fussy cutting. I was gonna put those in my tray. I like to show you, when I prep things ahead of time, I like to show you what I did, you know, so that there's no confusion there. Alright, so then I also, the mat for page 7A, I printed onto coffee stained paper. Then I printed the script on there, the black script. It's available in set number 6 of my backgrounds. I'll have all that linked down below. And then I foiled it, right? Doesn't that look super pretty? So we could totally just jazzes that right up. So I was thinking about this, and I'm going to show you another way you can foil. So if you didn't have the foil machine or a laminator, and you didn't have a laser print, you could literally just go through and ink the edges up really good with glue stick and do the foil that way, and I think it would look just as good. So it's just adding just a little bit of something, you know. So that is what we're going to mat this piece with, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going to put tape over top of these so they don't move. You don't want them to move. And I'm going to use tape runner tape to glue this down, I think. The script doesn't really have an up and a down, but I mean, I know which way's up because I wrote it, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I just love the way that looks on that coffee stained paper. I did use like a lighter coffee stained paper. I almost did it on like a dark, but I was like, no, that doesn't, I don't like the look of that. But yeah, I hope I did say that I printed the black on my laser printer. And it's important. I don't know if I said that or not, but anyway, it's important, the black, in order to foil it with the heat release type foil. I did print it on my laser printer. I just love it. And so here's my scraps. Okay, so for these two pieces here, I went looking through my journaling cards and my 6x6 paper collection. So I picked this one out, and I decided to use this to mat the front of these, and then I fussy cut some of these pieces that are on the back. So I just wanted to show you a full sheet because I've already done it. And then I've also got something prepared for the other side here. All right, here we go. Oh, here is this the leftover bits. Here's the leftover bits from me me doing that. Okay, so here are the two pieces. So I took the mat for 13 AC, and I don't know if these have a direction. Yep, one goes here one goes here. So corner chopped the angle there on the top, and then I did 1/4 of an inch rounded corners. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because this is the journaling card that I chopped up. I don't know why I think that's right. This is the journaling card, and so what I did here, there should be more pieces. Oh, I must have just cut it off on one side or the other. It had rounded corners. So since I was going to use that on the back side, I decided to make sure that these had rounded corners as well. So that was the journaling card that I picked. Again, I think that, I don't know how I had it. I don't know which way it goes. I think it goes like this maybe. Nope. Maybe I cut this way. Well, it goes on here somehow. I promise. Okay, so there's that one. So then this piece, one of these pieces went here. This one here went there. Like that. And then this one, how did this, maybe it went this way? It did. So this one was right there and like that. So that was a 4x6 journaling card. So I'm going to keep these extra pieces. I just took my traceable template for these, for that page, for the matte or for 13AC, and just traced them out onto these 2 cards. Easy, easy, easy. So then I was trying to decide, the best is yet to come, you are amazing, and then I've got this cute little bit there. So I'm trying to decide which one of those I'm going to use, but I think I am going to use a hole reinforcement, so I want to do that first after I mat them. So let's go ahead and mat them all. I'm just going to use my tape runner tape. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to mark the center, because I'm going to do a hole reinforcement. And it's just easier to mark the center than to not mark the center. And which ones do I want to use? I'm not going to use the green ones. I'm not going to, let's use these. Let's use this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this on here. Like that. And we're going to punch through. This is why I was thinking it would be easier to do this before I attached it to the book, but yeah, I got off a little bit, but that's okay. Punch through that, so it goes through both sides. Ooh, I need to sharpen this puppy up or something. And then we're going to put one on the back side. So I'm going to do the same thing to that top piece there. So yeah, that one got a little crooked, but that's okay. So then, my thought was doing something like this, or adding this cute little thing here underneath that, or something like that. Maybe not. It looks kind of silly now that I'm thinking about it, but we could totally add these on here. Or maybe just add the one and keep this as an embellishment. It says you are an okay. Also, I'm going to put some twine. I think I might use some baker's twine. No, I'm going to use this hemp cord. And I'm just going to run it through here. And then twist it around my finger. Just so you know that that can be pulled down. And I'll just set these aside. I'm just going to add this one. Yep. I have to look up in my monitor there to see if I... Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. So yeah, I like it. I think we'll just leave it like that. I don't have any inserts prepared yet, but oh no, let's handle this. Let's see here. Where's my little thingy, my little spatula thingy? Okay, so now we got, they're stuck to the top part there. Okay, I might have to put a piece of tape in there to cover the tape that's left. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, it stuck to the paper and not the magnet, so that was good. Oh! Do you see I ripped it up a little bit? Okay. No worries. Whoops. Hit my light again. Just going to run some glue right here. Attach it right back down. Okay, so now that is all good and down. All right, let's see how we did here. Yeah, wonderful. I like it. I like it. Do you like that? Do you think it turned out really cute? I think it did. Okay, so then let's mat this side, and then we'll add it into the book. All right, so I've got everything prepped. And I used a sheet from the vintage, a pastel green vintage collage set. And let's see, it was like this. So I traced the mat for this page 10D. I traced it out here, out on this sheet, as if I wanted this in the middle. So I kind of like centered it because it looked like this. And I wanted to, so I had to cut off a little bit of the two ends, top and bottom, which are right here. I had to cut a little bit off just so I could have that part in the center. And then I foiled the edges. So look, if you did that on the inside here, if you foiled the edges like that, don't you think that would still look really cool? And give that little part a little bit of something, a little pizzazz? I think it does. And I could have, if I wanted to, I could have foiled that pocket, but if we put inserts in here that have foil on them, I think that would be enough. But anyways, so this is just on regular copy paper too. I didn't print it on cardstock. I guess I could have, but I didn't. And so it'll go on like that. And I think that's adorable. So then this piece over here, which I shouldn't have cut up two pieces. I could have used the piece that I just showed you and put up because it's the same paper. But I wasn't thinking. I just grabbed another sheet and voila. So I traced the mat for 8B. I traced it out onto this patterned paper. So this is what it looked like before I traced and cut on one side, on the side that you can really see. But we're going to be using the back side that's kind of more on the plain side. And then we're going to be, I foiled one side, but I'm going to foil the other side with you now. So you can see how I did that type of foiling, because that was pretty cool. So, all I did, there's my sheet, my same sheet. It's getting kind of crazy looking, isn't it? I took my glue stick. Whoa. And, you know, we have been just acting like we're inking the edges with the glue stick. So you want to do that, but then you also want to like bring it in a little bit, like in streaks. And since I've got my fan on, I'm going to do just a little bit at a time. I don't want that to dry. And then you want to burnish it. And give it a second for the glue to dry just a little bit before you peel that up. And it gives you a different look. It gives you a much different, like instead of just the edges, it kind of brings it in a little bit. And I like that. I really like that. And so, especially on this paper, I think it looks super cool. Whoops. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get a whole bunch of glue stick on the other side. That's not going to do you any good. Put this up real quick. So I just like that look that it gives. It's kind of neat. And you could do that look. You could do that on the inside of this page as well instead of foiling the whole page. And so the more I use this sheet, the less that comes off. Oops, trying to find something to wipe this glue here. So it gives it even more like, I don't know, it's almost like, it's like a vintage look, obviously. But I really like it. I think it looks super good. I got glue on the back side here, but that's okay because we're getting ready to put it down, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna tape this down. I'm just gonna use my tape runner. I don't know if this one has an up or down. There we go. Look on that side and you'll be able to see. Okay. I just love the way that looks. It's so cute. And then this sheet is going to go here. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look good together? I totally dig it. Move this out of the way. Okay, I think I am going to attach this down. We're going to embellish a little bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and attach that down. And I might use, let's see, not tape runner tape. I want it, since I'm going to be putting a little bit heavier embellishment over top, I'm going to use something different. Maybe I'll use 1/4 of an inch double-sided adhesive. That way it will stay stuck. I didn't think about it. I probably should have printed this on cardstock, but this is just regular copy weight, like 20-pound copy weight paper. Oh my god, that looks so cute. I just love that. I just love it. We are going to put a whole reinforcement on here. Let's do it this way. Gonna mark my center. I guess I could put a green one on one side and then the other color on the other side. I just love those whole reinforcements. So cute. We'll do that again. And then one of these on this side. Okay, so I was rummaging through my stuff, and you remember back in the day when I rusted a whole bunch of keys and things. I think I did them for the Wanderlust. Might have been the remnants too. But either way, I still have a whole bunch, and decided I was going to use some of them in this project. Now, if you don't have this, if you don't have something like this, then you don't have to add a dangly thingy. But I wanted to incorporate some metal. I love keys anyway. So I've got those linked in my Amazon, but a lot of you all already have them anyway. So, because you've done projects with me before. But I'm going to attach this down somehow with some of this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up through here. Maybe just string it on, maybe. And let's see what this does. Yeah, that'll work. Just like that. So right, so now we got a cute little key dangle for that. Right, you'll have to put it back into place every time. But now, I want to add this. So this is one of the, I have 3 of them. There's a pink one, there's this hot pink one, and then there's a light pink one, and then there's a green one. And I told you guys I was going to use at least one on the cover. Well, look at how perfect that looks on that edge right there. I think that is just perfection right there. Just perfection. So I think we're going to glue this down on this little flap here. I just love it. I'm trying to think. I think what we'll do is we'll use, this one is, it's called Pretty Mosaic Spinal 646851. I linked it in my Amazon, but it is like super expensive at Amazon. So if you can find it somewhere else, that'd probably be better. So, but anyway, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, and then I'm going to hold it down with some clothespins, I think. So I'm just going to run some glue along these edges here, just really on the stem. Everything else can be mobile. I just think that's adorable. Alright, let's hold this down with some, oh, how am I gonna, maybe I won't use clothespins. I can't reach it. Shoot. No clothespins. I guess I'll just hold it. I guess I could put some weight on it. Let's see. About this one, I'll use this. Let's do that. Okay, so I was thinking too, I don't know if I'm going to do this yet or not, but I was thinking about maybe putting some photo mats here. It's kind of iffy. I'm not really 100% sure. But I'm going to think about it. I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to think about this, and maybe even go ahead and make some photo mats that go on the inside, and be back. Okay, so I think this is dry. I think I've got it good on there and dry. So that's good. I left the weight on there while I prepared some of the inserts here that I have made already off camera. But it's just, we've been doing it, so I didn't feel like I needed to record it. So I just kind of like, I'll just walk you through it. I have 2 3x4 inserts here. The first one, I have the background design, one of the green, pastel green background designs printed on the back. I have 4 of them. That I'd already cut up, and I was going to use them for something, and I don't remember what I was going to use them for. But anyway, they're sitting over here, and I grabbed one, and then I put foil around the edges and stamped the 3x4 on this one. And then that one is on page 13D in the add-on photo mats. There's 4 to a page. And then this one is the 4x6, which is on page 7BD in the add-on photo mats. And I took one of the 6x6 papers and cut it down to 4x6 to fit on the back, and then I foiled the edges of that one. And then I did that over here as well. I took one of these 6x6 patterns, just because it's a smaller pattern, 6x6 papers, cut it down to 4x6, and then foiled the edges. Super cute. And then for the 5x7s, I took some of the 12x12 pattern paper and I cut it down to 5x7. And this one is page 1AC on the add-on photo mats, and I foiled the edges. So there's that one. And then this one is the leftover piece from the flap, the pastel vintage green there. So it's 5x7 on one side and then that on the other, and then I foiled the edges. Y'all want to see my foil? It's getting a little crazy looking. Check it out. Can you see through it? So awesome. I might have to get a new piece here soon. So that is all I'm going to do for the inserts. And keep in mind, these inserts can be moved around. They don't have to stay where you initially put them. You can move them around to different spots as you go. And you might be like, well, I want bigger inserts in here and smaller inserts somewhere else, and vice versa. So just keep that in mind. Any insert that you make, you can move them around to different areas in your album. Okay, now let's go ahead and add this into the actual album. Let's attach it to the fin here. Sorry about that. I had to change my battery real quick. I'm going to take this insert out, and I'm going to leave, I guess I can leave it. Oh, I forgot to mention that these are all on cardstock. I printed the add-on photo mats onto cardstock, not the flimsy copy paper. Just wanted to mention that really quick. I just love this. I just love it. I love the way this turned out. I think that's super cute. You can add a lot more in there if you want. I just really like it. All right. Whoops. Maybe I should take my inserts out for a minute, but I'm not going to. All right, I'm going to take the backing off here. Tape backing off of the fin, and I'm going to get some art glitter glue and add this to the fin just for extra strength. You don't want it coming off. And just spread that out just a little. And then I'm going to take it and attach it down. To that as best I can here. Okay. So this is just one fin. Let me flip it this way. Burnish it down this way. I just love the way that turned out. It doesn't look as good on the monitor as it does in person. Okay, that's gonna get on my nerves. That key dangling keeps stopping me from opening this up. Okay, but look how awesome that is. Okay, so let's close it and let's see. That's one fin, and we've got plenty of room, but that's one fin, and that was the first time we used some flowers too. But since we left so much room on in between our covers, our spine and our covers, we've got a lot of wiggle room to add more stuff in. So, but yeah, okay. Okay, you guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And don't forget to check out the description box for all the important links and info. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time.